everybody, and welcome to the channel. I don't usually do pool equipment review, but I wanted to give you a glance into this Hayward unit that's trying to climb out of my pool at the moment, and show you what I think of it. So far, I have to say that this is a pretty impressive unit. As long as you've got, let's see, it just sucked a little air into my pump, which isn't very good, but you can see it's cleaning up the algae right there, and we're gonna get to see it work right there as well. Look at that. It does a really good job. It's actually quite good. Now this unit though, I wouldn't use it if you've got old plaster like I do. I've got really old plaster, and those wings on the unit actually flop quite strongly. And what can happen is the flapping of the wings can actually crack your plaster, and I can show you where that's happened here, right over there. And I found the little bits and pieces of that inside the housing of the unit itself. Now I've got a little bit of algae growth, so I'm using it again today. I don't use it every day. But what's nice about it is it's just a mechanical unit, right? It connects to your skimmer right over there, and it comes with a little valve that you can adjust. So that valve helps you adjust how much power you want to, use, or how much suction you want to use on the vacuum. And then it just keeps going. And I bought the optional leaf collector, which doesn't come with the unit. That was an extra purchase that I did. I'll leave a link to both of these for you to look at. Overall, I'd say this is a really, really good unit. It looks very durable. I really love the hose that it comes with. So this hose comes with these push fittings, and you just fit them all together until you've got the right amount of length. And the right amount of length is basically whatever will go from your skimmer all the way to the furthest end of the pool and up the wall, plus maybe another 3 or 4 feet, just to make sure that it never pulls too much further than the length of the, or doesn't try to pull any further, I guess, than the length of the hose. So now you'll get to see it unstuck itself, or free itself essentially from the position where it's stuck right now. So it's stuck right at one of the steps here, and eventually it may take a few seconds or maybe up to a minute, but eventually it'll flap around. You can see the wing underneath flapping around. Let me try to zoom in on that. You see that flapping? Eventually that will free it from its position, but the problem is that same flapping is exactly what will eventually crack your plaster if you've got older plaster like I do. So what you can do is you can play around with fine-tuning the pressure, the suction pressure, with that valve I showed you earlier. But the problem is, it's a real fine balance, right? You're looking at having suction power or having it be so much that it breaks the plaster. So not ideal to use any vac, I think, for old plaster like this. You're better off just replacing your plaster, which is in the works for me, hopefully in the next few months. The summer is not the best time to do it, because then you don't get any use of your pool. So we're just waiting for the summer to end, essentially, to start that project. Anyway, if you have any questions about this specific unit, I'm happy to answer them for you. Very easy to install, really no maintenance at all. And I've got a 3 horsepower pump, but it's running at maybe, I think 2,900 RPM right now. And it's got a ways to go above that. And it's enough to get this thing to climb all the way to the ledge. Now, it doesn't always do this. You have to have a pretty freed up filter, and you have to have really good suction on your pump in order for it to climb up a straight wall like this. And it's actually one of the first days I've been able to free up everything such that it does that. Now, you notice it's sucking air right now, and you'll see it suck some air through here in a second, I'm sure. Well, maybe not that much, just a little bit. That I haven't had too much of a problem with. I haven't had it suck too much air. At least it doesn't get to the point where it shuts down the pump or anything like that. So anyway, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, click like and subscribe.